Welcome to Salisbury University on the Air, a program highlighting the activities and the people of the campus. My name is Susan Purnell. Capistrano has its swallows, and Salisbury University has its seagulls. Each fall, like the swallows to Capistrano in the spring, those birds return to SU. Whether they're among the thousands of cyclists who come to test their mettle during the Seagull Century, or the hundreds of university alumni and families of current students who enjoy homecoming and family weekend festivities on campus. This year, these big events are held during back-to-back weekends in late September and early October. With me to discuss these fun events are Amy Waters, SU Director of Donor Relations and Special Events, Jamie Block, Director of Alumni Relations and Gift Development for SU, and Tricia Garvey-Smith, Director of Student Activities. First is Amy. So Amy, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here, Susan.
Yes, so when is the Seagull Century this year?
October 8th. We are looking really forward to this year's event.
I bet you are.
Yeah, a lot of energy going into this year's Seagull Century.
I know there's maybe two people out there that don't know what the Seagull Century is, but could you just tell us what it is?
Sure. Well, it's an annual event that Salisbury University and the foundation host here on campus. It's a bike tour. It's not a race, it's a tour, and it's a tri-county tour of 100 miles, as well as a metric, which would be 65 miles.
So about how many people come?
Well, right now we're almost to 6,200. 6,200.
Wow, and how many years of this has this been
This will be
going on?
my 11th year.
This is your 11th year, and you started it. Were you here from the beginning?
No.
You've been here 11 years, so when did it start?
It started 28 years ago.
28 years ago.
So there's a long history and the momentum and
I
the
did
enthusiasm.
not realize it had been that, but you've been the last 11 years involved in it. Golly.
It's a great event, good time, wonderful people to work with.
So I don't want to bring this up, but I have to. Last year we had a little threat from a hurricane, is it Wahine?
Yes.
And so we had to cancel the event.
I know.
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to coming back this year, right? Have you heard from a lot of people about,
we have,
you're going to have it, right?
Yeah, we have 80% from 2015 registrants that rolled over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we offered that waiver as like a one-time rollover, come back, we're so sorry. We didn't want to cancel for sure 2015, but it was just really concerned with the safety last year.
Of course, of course.
And the threat with the winds and the rains and the debris on the road
Right,
and
there was a
everything.
nor'easter, I think,
Yes,
as well.
so it was a good call. We
Yeah.
were really, really disappointed.
Yeah.
So the momentum for this year, I mean, I can't just wait. It's going to be a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of activity. We have a new route this year. We have two new rest stops out of the 7. So
Great. So, and if it rains?
It's not going to rain.
Okay, you heard that here.
Okay, it might drizzle, but no, it's definitely, it's going to be a go. We've got to make it
It's not going to rain this year, everybody, so come on, sign up. Do you reach a limit? Is there a limit to how many people can ride?
Not really. We don't really cap off the ride. The most we've had in the past is 8,500, and that's a lot in regards to our resources and what we can handle. I think we'll be at the 7,000 mark, which is a really good number.
Excellent.
And we have all ages, as you can imagine. We have as young as 8 years old all the way up to 82 was our oldest so far signed up.
You have an 8-year-old that goes 60 miles? Oh my goodness. And where do they come from?
Well, they're from all over. We have about 42 states represented right now. Of course, we're still taking a few registrations the next couple weeks. So they come from all over, Colorado, Maine, Florida, but mainly it's like the 5 states kind of around the state of Maryland that is the core of the participants.
How do you get press for this? How do you get people talking about it and get?
Well, social media is very helpful, and usually when a ride or the training happens, there's photos that they're sharing, and it just spreads from there. So word of mouth is extremely helpful for us. Of course, we've been running this for years, so the tradition is always helpful.
So just people come back year after year, I guess.
And a couple of the bike magazines have picked us up, and they'll do a story and articles and all the photos. Photos are always a nice telling of what they can experience when they come to Seagull Century.
Absolutely. Tell me about the route options you were talking about. There are different route options this year. I don't know if it's route or route, but I say route, you might say route.
Right. Our traditional is the Assateague, so we always, we're going to have that. And the draw, of course, is the state park, the beach, the ocean, the Assateague State Park. So
the
that's
horses.
the horses, the wild ponies, and everything. So that's 100 miles. Nassawonga, of course, with it being closed, we have gone to Bird Park, which is in Snow Hill. Quaint little town. I just actually met with them briefly. They're embracing us and all 5,000 cyclists that are going to come that way.
Oh, I bet they are.
So they're ready for us. Bird Park, and then Furnace Town is going to be a nice little museum feature for especially people that haven't been to this area. We look to have these rest stops that not only they can get medical support if needed, or food or beverages, but also just to see the area, how quaint we are here on the Eastern Shore.
So you said, tell us a little bit more about these rest stops along the 3 routes. Besides getting help and drink, is there anything else going on?
Of course, we always have to have fun.
Okay.
So there's bands. There's a little bit of bands, some music variety at each of the rest stops. We have, what else do we have? Oh, Cisco is involved this year, which is going to be at Assateague. So we're really looking, they're actually fundraising in regards to a scholarship with Rob Schulteis's name.
Oh, great.
So they've been really charged up for Seagull Century, and they'll kind of man the rest stop at Assateague. And they have a core of cyclists coming and riding in his memory. So we look forward just to embrace everybody. It's really interesting to hear people's stories on why they want to ride, whether they're trying to maintain weight or because it's in memory or in honor of somebody or because my wife told me to, So it's really interesting just to talk to all the folks that come and participate.
I admire anybody that can ride a bike for that long.
That's what
I
I
was just
say.
riding the boardwalk this morning, and I was finished by one end to the other.
Right.
So
To ride
I can't
100
even
miles.
imagine 100 miles. That's just way beyond my understanding. Now, I know this is Wicomico County's greatest one-day tourism event. What kind of money is brought into the county through this event?
We've actually had with Salisbury University, the business school, they've looked at $2.5 million. So you figure gas, their shopping, hotel stays. Typically, ideally if they stay for 2 nights is great. But they're bringing family members that are waiting through the 5 hours for their cyclist member to return to campus at the finish line. So
I need to get some biking jewelry.
yeah, there you go.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I must get little bicycle charms or
Necklaces
something.
or little earrings or something.
Right. I need to take advantage of this one-day event. Now, also, SU raises money through this event and gives it out in what ways?
Right. So we do have a scholarship that we're real proud of that we honor probably about five to 6 students annually will get monies awarded for SU award. And then we have faculty grants that are awarded in the spring. And then after that, we look at tangible things for campus. So it
Such
might be
as?
like a picnic table over at the athletic complex or things that are really maybe more bike racks over by the new academic commons. Maybe that's needed. So tangible things that a lot of people can use, whether it be faculty, staff, or students, or community members on campus. And then after that 60% is awarded, we look to see what remains, and typically it's about 40% that goes out to the local community.
And how much money is raised?
Well, last year was a little hiccup. So
Well, we understand that.
we lost a little money there,
Okay.
but we're kind of rejuvenated.
in general.
In general, we're looking probably about 150. Yeah,
That's a lot of
150,000.
money.
That's
Yeah.
awarded back out to the community.
That's fantastic. There aren't many organizations who can have an event and raise that kind of money. So that's pretty fabulous.
Yes.
Really is. So if someone is interested and hasn't signed up, where do they go?
They can go to our website and they can register online. It's an easy little registration application. You sign the waiver. You can come and join us early in the morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. over on East Campus is the start line. So it's seagullcentury.org.
Okay, that's very good. Well, I hope we've got some more riders coming to join us.
Good.
And thank you again for being
Good.
with us this year after 11 years of service to
Well, we
this.
have to come out and ride.
Yeah. That probably won't happen, but thank you for asking. I know people that ride. Does
I
that
know.
count?
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yes, I do.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Thanks
So,
again, Amy. Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
It sounds like we can expect another wonderful ride. And now, looking ahead, here are some of the other events at the university in October. My next guest is Jamie Block, SU Alumni Relations and Gift Development Director, to tell us about homecoming. So welcome, Jamie. Good to see you again.
Great to see you.
Absolutely. It's that time of year again.
It is.
Homecoming and family weekend.
Yes.
Now, when exactly is this?
Homecoming week is September 26th. That's a Monday through the Sunday, which is October 2nd.
So is it usually that early in September?
No, this has been a little bit earlier this year. A lot of it has to do with the football schedule and some of the other athletic schedules. So we try to do it so we can have as many events as possible, on the same weekend.
Sure. And are the people who come to campus going to be able to go into the Patricia Guerreri Academic Commons building?
Yes, so we have 4 different tours. We actually have some on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and then we also have some on Saturday, which is October 1st, at 9 and 10.
I saw it, and I am so impressed. More impressed than I thought I'd ever be.
It's unbelievable.
It
That
really
building,
is.
It's beautiful.
And the kids have taken to it, haven't they?
Oh yeah, it's like we've had it for 10 years.
It is. It looks like it's just been there. Every floor was filled when I was there.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable facility.
It is.
It's the academic center of our campus.
We're
and
so lucky.
we definitely are.
We truly are. Now, I understand that there's going to be a pre-game barbecue this year?
Yes, on October 1st,
Mm-hmm.
from 11 to 2 at the corner of Wayne Street and Power Street,
Okay.
which is right next to Seagull Stadium.
Next to the stadium. Okay.
We had sponsored by Geico, so they're making it so that we can offer it free to all alumni who pre-register before September 23rd.
Okay, how do they do that?
They can go online and do it at alumni.salisbury.edu/homecoming 2016.
Well, that's nice of Geico. I didn't know that they had done that. Have they ever done that before?
Yeah, they've done it for a number of years. We've
Oh,
had a
great.
great partnership with them.
Great.
And we also have Sweetwater Brewery and Evolution, who are also providing the beer for the event. And for walk-ups, which are definitely welcome, it's going to be $16 a day of, and children can be $10.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
That's great. Now tell us who's playing this year. Who are we playing?
We are playing the College of New Jersey at 1 o'clock on Saturday, so it's going to be a great game.
And the activity started at the barbecue's at 11, did you say?
Yes.
Great. So people will get all ready.
Exactly.
All ready for the game. Any other athletic events going on that weekend?
Yes, men's and women's soccer plays at 2 o'clock at the soccer complex. They play against Mary Washington. At 9:45 in the morning, we have the Don Cathcart Invitational, which is over at Winter Place Park, where cross country runs. And then we also have field hockey at 7 p.m. They're also playing Mary Washington, so it's going to be a great day.
So
of
much
Seagull
going
Athletics.
on.
Yeah.
And I guess this is the very first homecoming where we've had the new Seagull Stadium, right?
Yes.
What can people expect?
I'd say it's a first-class event. We have a Gull Gear store. The concessions, the food is unbelievable. We have the new seats that have the SU spelled out. In the middle, we have the new video board, the new turf. It's a first-class facility, so it's really going to be an unbelievable venue to watch a game in.
I bet it is. I mean, there's so much new happening. It's a new building every minute. It
Oh, I know, it
on
seems like-
campus. It's great. It's so exciting for Salisbury as well as Salisbury University.
It is. It definitely is.
It truly is. Now, for those who would rather participate than watch a sport, I understand there's some activities such as maybe a powder puff football game. Is that right?
Yes, we have a Powder Puff football game. Residence Life puts on at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon, and we also have our Maroon and Gold golf outing, which is at Nutters Cross, which is on Friday morning.
Oh, okay. And is that something that people need to pre-register for?
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
again online?
Yes, they can
All
do
right.
it online.
Great. I think you also are inducting some people into the Athletics Hall of Fame. Who's being inducted this year?
We have Brittany Mitchell from field hockey. We have Sean White from men's lacrosse. We have Greg Lamone from baseball. And we also have Mike Vienna, who was a longtime athletic director here,
Yes.
who's going to be inducted this year as
Oh,
well.
I think he's so deserving. That's great.
Yeah.
And when is this ceremony?
It's Friday evening at 6 p.m. in the new Academic Commons in the Assembly Room.
I think it's amazing that you know all these times because there is a lot going on.
There is.
There truly is.
And there's something for everyone, really, the entire week and the
sounds
entire
like
weekend.
it. Now, when we think of homecoming, we usually think of reunions. What sorts of reunions are going on?
Well, we have a lot at the pregame barbecue, but we also have some special ones. The class of 1976 is gathering Saturday evening at the Alumni House. And we also have a basketball reunion. So our men's basketball team, who played on the 1990 and 1991 teams are going to have a reunion Saturday night as well.
Are they going to play some basketball? Or
I don't know. I don't know at this point. It's
you don't know what'll happen,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Exactly.
But it's a great group of guys that we're glad that they're getting together, and Coach Sachs has done a great job putting that together.
Oh, that's a great idea. How about faculty and staff? Anything special happening for them?
Yes, on Thursday, which is September 28th, our emeriti faculty and retired staff luncheons also in the Agrarian Academic Commons, and that's going to take place at noon. So we're really excited to get
that's in the Commons. Good.
It
So
is.
everybody will get to see it through
exactly.
that. That's
Exactly.
terrific. Let's talk philosophically.
Okay.
Why do you think it's important for people to stay in touch with their college?
Well, I tell you, Salisbury is a special place. We all know that. Whether we have friends in the community or alumni who come back, it's a special place, and so much happens during your 4 years of college that it's important to come back, rekindle those relationships, more than social media. Not social media, we can all see Facebook and everything. You can see how everyone's growing up and their kids and stuff, but there's nothing like that face-to-face contact.
There really isn't.
And especially coming back and seeing all the new facilities that we have and our great faculty and staff as
That's
well.
what I tell my children. I need to see you. I need to hear your voice. I don't want to just see a text, or a
Exactly.
picture.
Exactly.
We need to live with each other, not just at each other.
Yeah,
kind of
and
thing.
it's a great weekend
Yeah.
to take that time to come back and see all those friends, and seem like family members that you've those lifelong relationships.
Absolutely. Now, you've talked about so many things. I want you to tell me once again what website would outline everything that we've talked about today so people can go and find out exactly
Sure.
what date all these events are.
Yep. alumni.salisbury.edu/homecoming 2016, and they can find every event that we have and pre-register there.
Well, it sounds like a very exciting weekend. Thank you so much for organizing it and for being here today to tell us all about it.
Oh, great. Thank you. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
hope to see you there. And now, let's take another look at some of the other events happening on campus in October. My next guest is Tricia Garvey-Smith, Director of Student Activities, to talk about Family Weekend. So welcome, Tricia.
Well, thank you.
Great to see you again.
It's good to be here.
Yes, and Jamie and I were just talking about the fact that Homecoming and Family Weekend are again combined this year.
Yes, they sure are. It really gives us an opportunity to provide a more robust weekend for our students and our families.
Right, and the families get to see the game, and it all works out pretty well. In fact, a lot of games. You've got a lot of events going on that weekend.
Well, the Homecoming Committee has picked a theme of Gulls Go for the Gold to complement the Olympic year. And the events start with, last comic standing, a lip sync contest. We have a door decorating contest with the residence halls and any department on campus that wants to participate. We'll have a pep rally in the new stadium, which we're very excited about.
Great.
And followed by a party in the Gray University Center. A color run first thing Saturday morning, followed by the tailgate and the game. And then Saturday night we have bingo for families and a step show.
Phew!
It's packed.
So if anybody's here and says they don't have anything to do, it's their problem, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Gosh, that's a lot going on.
It is.
Now, I'm really excited about the Patricia R. Guerreri Academic Commons. It is the most amazing building. Jamie and I were talking about that a little bit. Is there something special going on there this weekend, too?
Yes, there are tours on Friday, September 30th at 3 and 4 p.m. And then again, Saturday morning, October 1st, from 9 and 10, or at 9 and 10
Okay,
a.m.
do people just show up? Or do
There
you
is a
pre-register?
registration, yes.
Okay, so you register for the tours, and believe me, they should.
Yes, I think they're going to go
it's
fast.
truly the most amazing building I think that we have ever
It's
had
beautiful.
here on this campus, and I think it's just great.
Absolutely.
Now, usually during this weekend, if I recall correctly, Blackwell used to have a book sale.
Yes.
During the week of, and I think the weekend of the Homecoming and Family Weekend. Is that right?
Yes, it will continue through the weekend.
And will that be in the new Commons building?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Where will that be in there?
It should be on the
Like right when you walk in, you
Yes,
think?
first
Okay.
floor.
Okay, good. Because that's a fun thing to do, to go and, gosh, to see it in that new Commons building. I have to make that. That's exciting.
Yes.
Mealtime is always family time, and I think usually you have some special meals planned during this weekend.
We do.
Do you?
Of course, we invite all families to come to the tailgate and bring a grill and cook out. But
Where is that?
that'll be on the Avery field between
Okay.
Avery and South Division.
Okay.
And that's open to students and families. And of course, we'll end the weekend with the family jazz brunch on Sunday.
And Tricia, where will that brunch be held?
The brunch will be in the dining commons.
Okay. So we've talked about a lot. Is there a website where people can go to find out exactly the times for all of these events that we've discussed?
Yes, just type in Homecoming in the search engine of the main SU website.
And there it'll be.
There it will be.
Great. Well, thank you for telling us all about the wonderful activities that are planned this weekend.
Sure, thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to all these wonderful events. I'd like to thank my guests, Amy Waters, Seagull Century Coordinator and SU Director of Donor Relations and Special Events, Jamie Block, Alumni Relations and Gift Development Director, and Tricia Garvey-Smith, Director of Student Activities. So many enjoyable events are happening on the campus this fall. I hope to see you at some of them. I'm Susan Purnell, and this has been Salisbury University on the Air. Thank you for watching.